Organizations and civil society have lost their potency in holding the government to account. This was among the views expressed at a panel discussion on the role of these institutions as South Africans go to the polls in May. Now, the event was organized by the One City, Many Cultures Project Community Chest and the District 6 Museum in Cape Town last night. Vanessa Poonah has more details.
The issue of he who pays the piper calls the tune came into sharp focus during the discussion aimed at interrogating the role of NGOs in an election year. Some panellists say NGOs' dependence on funding is part of the reason why many fail to hold governments to account. It also believed that not enough emphasis is placed on political education in the country.
We have basically begun to hero worship politicians. We've made them deities. We refer to them in senses that they do not deserve. They are servants of the people. And we've traded that away for funding, for money. We've traded away for favors and for inside information. And that sense of holding them to account without deification is lost. And I think we must rediscover our sense of agency and vitality.
The Human Rights Commission says Chapter 9 institutions have responsibility to support democracy by challenging those who violate human rights.
NGOs and civil society have taken a back step in order, and in that space, allow them to be less critical of, we look at the service delivery protests, we see it all this, the violations of rights. They should be in the forefront to be the conscience of the nation in keeping all of us accountable.
The IEC in the Western Cape says with about 600 registered political parties in South Africa and NGOs focusing on survival, the challenge remains addressing poverty in the country.
The subservient discourse is the one on reconciliation. Now, for those who use race as a determining factor, you can reconcile races. That's what we want to use. You can't reconcile wealth and poverty. You can only share it. And I think that's our major challenge at the moment.
He says South Africa is in the process of losing the dignity of its electoral process, and this needs to be addressed through changes in the electoral law. Vanessa Poonah, SABC News, Cape Town.